Hello everyone, and I'm so glad to have you join us and our Power family. Power stands for providing other women empowerment and roadways to success. So that is our mission, and we're so happy to have you as a new Power family member. And just to tell you a little bit about me, so I'm not a complete stranger to you, for those of you who have not had the chance to really hear how I started my business. I began my business in April 2009. I was 7 months pregnant at the time, and it was just something to do in the meantime until I found I hate to say it, but better job. That was what I thought in my head at the time. But what turned out to be part-time turned into all the time. I really did enjoy being able to be at home with my daughter. At the time, I had one child. Her name is London, and I was able to be at home with her. And when I started really looking at this like a business, I was able to replace my pharmaceutical sales income, which is my previous job I've had, and I've been able to reap a lot of great benefits from the company, such as going on fabulous trips and really making a great income. And I'll be able to show you how you can run this business in a way where it can provide you a little extra income, or if you want, an executive level salary, or maybe you're someplace in between. I love working with women and helping them get their power back, whether that's emotionally, physically, or mentally. I'm here to help you along the way. So what I want to do is go through with you and tell you a little bit about your welcome packet that you received. And I also call this your power packet. And you should have received this in an email from me within about 24 to 48 hours of you receiving your new consultant number. So if you do not have your welcome packet in front of you, I want you to go ahead and pause the video and go get your welcome packet. And it should be in the email. If you don't have it in the email, make sure that you text or call me so you can receive that. You'll receive an electronic copy pretty immediately, and then you'll receive a hard copy from us within a week. So I want you to have that in front of you up on the screen so you can go through that with me. On the first page of your welcome packet, you'll see a letter from me, and it has at the top what POWER stands for, providing other women empowerment and roadways to success, and it says, welcome to Mary Kay and our POWER unit. And you can read through that, and it just talks about what my goals and missions are as far as to help you with achieving whatever your goals are that you have personally for yourself and for your family. I am here in a way like your personal trainer to help coach you and support you to realizing your dreams by utilizing the Mary Kay opportunity. So it just goes over that, and it also talks about, as a brand new professional image consultant with Mary Kay, how you have access to a lot of free product and bonuses and prizes from the company. And as you'll learn about me, as you get to know me and we get to know each other more, I love prizes. Oh my goodness, that is just something that is instilled in my personality. Just love anything free. So I'm going to work with you and show you how you can get as much free from the company as possible. So it talks about that in that first letter. And then if you go to the next page, it's an information page that discusses a couple of things that you'll want to know, such as our unit number, what division we're a part of, some basic information about me. And it also gives the information for our Monday Night Live success meetings, and I highly recommend that you go ahead and put that in your calendar. Every Monday night we have training at our training center, and the address is there, and it's training for you as a new consultant to learn how to run this like a business. You can also invite out models to be a part of your portfolio, and we can talk about this in more detail. So while you are in one room receiving training for your business, your models are in the other room receiving pampering, a facial, and also a makeover. And then they come out and they show off their new look, and they learn about our business model through a fun game. So it's like you get to learn your business while at the same time you have the opportunity to make money and sell the product. So it's a really, really good use of your time, and it's 6:30 to about 8:30 every Monday night. So a really good use of the 2 hours of your time. Also, our Senior Sales Director, Tracy Norris, she's another great resource, and I included her information here. That is our Senior Sales Director. So before I became an Independent Sales Director with Mary Kay, I was just like you. I was a professional image consultant in Tracy's unit. I'm still a professional image consultant in addition to being an independent sales director. So when I became a director, she became my senior director, and she's had her business for over 20 years. Great resource. So I put her information here. And then we have our elite executive senior sales director, Julie Weaver, and she is phenomenal, and she has a lot of great tips on her website also, and she's soon to be our national sales director. So that title will be changing very soon, and you'll hear more details about that. Then the next page goes over some important things that you'll want to know for your business about professionalism and ethics, the Mary Kay way. And it talks about how to dress. So as a new professional image consultant with Mary Kay, there is a dress code that you want to abide at all meetings that you come to or all functions that you come out to that are Mary Kay functions. Number one, you always want to have on a skirt, black skirt just above the knee. You also want to have on a white blouse, black blazer. That is going to be your attire until you grow your team and you're in leadership development and you are a star team builder. And when you're a star team builder, then you have on the gorgeous red jacket instead of the black blazer. Your shoes, you want to have a little bit of heel, closed toe, and you do want to wear pantyhose in the summer and when it starts getting warmer. If you don't want to have on pantyhose, you don't have to. But at major corporate events such as seminar or career conference, you do want to make sure that you have on pantyhose with your stockings. You always want to have your makeup done Mary Kay way, Mary Kay products at all times. You don't have to have on a lot of makeup, but always have your makeup on and dress professionally. And then it goes over a couple of other things that you want to make sure that you look over on your sheet, such as being on time, making sure you hand in your weekly accomplishment sheet. And there is a place on my website to be able to do that, and we'll talk about that in a little bit more detail. It also talks about something that's really important, which is about borrowing product. One thing about when you signed your agreement that you should know is that you always want to make sure that you are ordering product directly from the company and you're not borrowing it from another consultant or swapping with another consultant, because there's a couple of different reasons for that. Number one, every time you order a product from the company, you get something that are kind of like points, and it counts towards being a star consultant. And a star consultant is what you always want to strive for as a professional image consultant with Mary Kay. I say it's a good barometer to know your success level with the business. So you always want to strive to be a star consultant, and I'll go over that in a little bit more detail a little bit later. But whenever you order products, you accumulate points. So you definitely always want to make sure you're ordering it from the company. Plus, if you get it from another consultant, you don't know how she stored that product, you don't know the temperature of it, so you really want to make sure that you're giving your clients the best customer service as possible, where you know that the product was kept in the best conditions. So always make sure that you do that. And the third reason you want to always order product from the company is because in your agreement it actually says that you're supposed to order a product from the company. You're not supposed to borrow trade with another consultant. So you want to make sure that you are not voiding your agreement. And then it just goes over a couple other things. I match my time with your efforts. And if you are wanting to do a lot with your business and you're wanting to move up in leadership development, then I go at your pace. And if you're just kind of wanting to do this as a little fun thing on the side and getting your products at a discount, again, I go at your pace. So as much as you want to do, as little as you want to do, I support you. And I always make sure that whatever my goals are, I try to make sure that they are not your goals. I know you have your own goals and I have my goals, so I support you in where you are and what you want to do with your business. The next thing I want to talk to you about is a couple of programs that we have in place within our Power organization to instill in you success, to make sure that you're successful with your business and you also win, what did I talk about earlier? Prizes. I love giving away prizes. I love receiving prizes. So I'm going to tell you about a couple of specific programs to Power of how you can be able to get some great prizes with your business just for working your business. So the first one is being a Consistency Club champion. And what this is when you work your business at a level of consistency, you start to see better results because you're being consistent with your business. So we set up a plan immediately with you in the beginning where we set you up in a way where you can see consistent results with your business, where you're selling consistently with your business. And when you do sell the product consistently with the business, you get consistent profit because we make 50% of everything we sell. So some of the levels of being in the Consistency Club. By being a part of the Consistency Club, you can win a gorgeous Pandora bracelet. And for each time that you are a part of the Consistency Club, you start with the starter bracelet and then you begin to add charms to it. And how it works is when you order $250 wholesale for 9 consecutive months, you're part of the Consistency Club and you will receive your Pandora starter bracelet. Once you receive the starter bracelet, then you would receive a charm after that. If you didn't want to wait 9 months, if you are ordering $450 for 6 consecutive months, then that's one way that you can win it. And it goes up from there, and you can look there at the sheet and it goes over the details. And Pandora bracelets, if you've never seen them, they are gorgeous. They're a handmade Danish design, 14 karat gold and sterling silver. They are beautiful. So we'll talk about that in more detail. But that's just a way that we set you up with little wins and successes along the way for you working your business consistently. Because when you work your business consistently, then you will see more rewards from the company. So the next thing I want to go over are a couple of bullet points of things that you want to make sure that you are following with your Mary Kay business when you first become a new consultant. You want to immediately work on your 7-day wonder challenge, and I'm going to go over that in just a moment. You also want to attend new consultant orientation, or what you may hear me call new consultant boot camp, and I'll make sure that you have the details of when that is. It's usually on a Saturday, the 2nd and 4th Saturday in the month from 10 a.m. to 12:30, and it's at the same place where I told you the Monday Night Live success meetings are. So you want to go ahead and put that in your calendar and make sure you definitely attend that. It's a great companion to what we're doing today. You also want to make sure that you log on to InTouch, and you'll need your consultant number, and then you'll click forgot password, and the website address for Mary Kay InTouch is listed here on your sheet, but it is a mecca of wonderful information that you'll need to know about your business, and it's also where you'll find out about all of your free products and bonuses you get from the company. And it goes over a couple of other things, such as setting up a filing system that are important bullet points for your business that you want to make sure that you definitely look over. So now the 7-day wonder. This is something, as soon as you get this packet, you want to immediately start working on this, because you have the opportunity to earn from me a gorgeous pink ice ring that was modeled after a celebrity's engagement ring. And I'll show it to you. I'm actually wearing it right now on my ring finger, but this is the gorgeous ring that you'll earn from me, and yours will look a lot nicer because this one I wear around everywhere, showing everyone. But it's really simple how you can earn it. And again, all of our prizes that I have set up for our organization are put into place for your success. So the way that you would earn it is you would complete 3 activities within 7 days. You would sell 25 items from your lookbook, and your lookbook is our Mary Kay magazine. It lists all of our products that we offer, and it came in your starter kit. Number 2 is you want to use the sheets that also came in here and share the facts with 5 sharp women and report their opinions. And there's this sheet that they would fill out, and it gives you a little bit more detail of how you would do that here on the sheet. And then you would turn that into me, and then you place your first order of $600 or greater within the same 7 days. And when you do those things, the gorgeous pink ice ring is yours. So you definitely want to start working on that right away so you can make sure that you get that. And there's a great tracking sheet on the next page behind that so you can keep track of your 25 items. And then in your sheet, you want to also, the next thing that it goes over is some things that you can do while you're waiting for your starter kit, and how you could prepare your home office, and then once your starter kit arrives. So just take a look at those. And on the next page is where it says new consultant checklist number 1, and it says while you're waiting for your starter kit to arrive. And there's a couple of action items here that you want to make sure that you go ahead and check off. Some of them we've talked about, such as attend your weekly success meeting, what is called our Monday Night Live. And then you want to send a picture to me, and you can email this to me. And there's a page on my website, which my website is www.lisaspowerimage.com. You would click on consultant login. And then once you click on consultant login, it's going to prompt you for a password, and the password is power. Once you put in your password, then you'll go to the top of the page and you'll see new consultant. And you click on new consultant, and then you click on a link that says tell me about yourself, and make sure you fill that out so I know what your goals are that you want to accomplish with your business. Because as you heard me say in the beginning, everyone's different. Some people just want to do this as a little fun activity that they could do, surrounding themselves with other positive, like-minded women that are uplifting. Some people want to do it to have a little extra money so they're not living paycheck to paycheck. And some women want to grow this like an executive level income where they're making 6 to 7 figures from their home. And I can show you how to do any of those things, or even something in between. So it's so important for you to make sure that you tell me about yourself on the Tell Me About Me page, that link, so I know your specific goals that you have for your business. The next page that you want to look at is new consultant checklist number 2, and it talks about preparing your home office. Now, my home office in the beginning was a section of the kitchen table. I did not have a lot of space for my home office, so definitely don't feel like that you have to have a whole office or a room, because in the beginning your space may be very limited, but you do want to set up a space that is for your business. And I recommend getting an expandable file for you to be able to keep track of your profile cards and your sales tickets, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on another video that talks about how to do your appointments. But you want to have a way to keep track of your paperwork, because you are going to have some administrative things with your business that you want to be organized with. So it talks about that. And then when your starter kit arrives, what are the steps from there? So make sure you look through that and complete those steps. And then we're going to talk about in a little bit more detail as far as with how you want to run your business. And one of the first things that you want to do after looking at this video is you want to make sure that you take a look at the video on my website that says Jordan Halou Inventory Options. And she's going to go over how you can operate your business, because you can operate your business in one of 2 ways. You can have product on hand or not have product on hand, and that choice is completely up to you. No matter what decision that you make, I will support you, and neither decision affects me in any way, but it can greatly affect you and your success with the business. But your choice, you can have either choice. You can choose to have product or not have product. And Jordan Halou goes over the options as far as with having product on hand very well. And that is actually how you'll be able to get, again, another prize from me. Throughout the years, you can accumulate something called MK Bucks, and MK Bucks are awesome. This is how you can shop with me, and you can shop with me 2 times a year, in June and then also in December. And you can use your MK Bucks towards getting business tools for your business to run a successful business through MK Connections. And you use those bucks just like you would money. And on this next page, new consultant checklist 4, these are some of the things that you can get from MK Connections that I would recommend that you get right away if you have the working capital to be able to do that. And we're going to work with you as far as with working capital with your business. Because again, if you want this to pay you like a business, you really need to think of it like a business. So with any business, when you go out and you start it, it, you need working capital, or what some people call operating capital. It's what you use to get your business started, your startup costs. Because when you first begin a business, it's not going to be generating any profit for you because you just began, but you still have to have a way to pay your rent. If you have any products or inventory there, such as if you have a boutique, you have to have a way to pay for the clothes. So it's the same way with your Mary Kay business. And as far as with your inventory, these are ways that you can keep track of your inventory and be able to take them to your appointments. And you can use your MK Bucks to be able to purchase these. And you can use those in June and May. And once you look at that video with Jordan Halou, you'll earn 500 MK Bucks from me just for looking at the video and telling me what are the 4 P's that she discusses with you. And again, that'll be discussing your different options that you have of how to run a successful business. So the next page talks about how you would schedule some of your first appointments. And you can do parties with this business, you can do skincare classes. They all mean the same thing, which is getting together with women and showing them the proper ways to take care of their skin and also properly apply their glamour. And again, we'll go over this in a little bit more detail. But when you're talking to people, a lot of times when I was a new professional image consultant with Mary Kay, I had no idea what to say. I felt completely lost. And when I looked at these scripts, I felt even more lost. I was like, these are not my words. It doesn't sound right. But you really do want to have some type of script always in front of you. It helps you stay on track. It helps you make sure you're hitting all the correct points. So I highly recommend working with a script until you become very, very proficient with your business. And this first page here is called Art of Conversation at the top, how to meet people. And it talks about just some key things that you can do to really get your business off to a great running start. And then the next page is a booking script for every situation. So it gives you several different scripts here with all the words that you would need to say when you want to schedule various appointments. So you're never at a loss. What do I say? How do I say it? I'm so scared. So these scripts are tried and true, and some of the top leaders within Mary Kay, who is now running multi-million-dollar businesses, started again just like you as a brand new professional image consultant. And these scripts have been tried and true with them and help them build very successful businesses. So they work. They might sound to you a little funny, a little corny at first, but they definitely will work and help you build a very successful, strong business. So it just goes over a couple of different scripts there, so make sure you look those over. The one that you want to immediately start working with as a new professional image consultant is working on your perfect start or your power start. So how many faces do you want to put the product on within your first 30 days in business? Do you want to do a perfect start, which is 15 faces in 15 days, or do you want to do a power start, 30 faces in 30 days? And that just depends on how fast and how quickly you want to generate profit with your business. But either one is a great place to start, and that is a script for you to use to be able to get your perfect or power start started. And it goes over a couple of other scripts there. And then the next page says booking at the top. And it goes over some booking tips, which I think is really important, because this is a part that a lot of people get nervous with. And this is actually the part that I feel like is the most fun. But I must admit, when I first began my business, I didn't think it was very fun because I was really scared of people saying no to me. But when you come prepared and you have a script in front of you and you follow these booking tips, it really becomes very, very easy. And there's a couple of things here, such as set up a time to make phone calls with your person who recruited you or with me. And if that's me, then you would call me or text me and set up a time where we could do it together and practice what you're going to say. Before you get on the phone and you make your calls, make sure you highlight the dates of when you want to schedule your appointments. You definitely don't want to get on the phone and say, so what works for you? This is your business, and you want to immediately take control and be a professional. And when you demonstrate yourself as a professional, then people will take you much more seriously. And it gives you, again, another suggested dialogue here for your first appointments. So you can use this script or the Perfect Power Start script. Or if you really feel like, you know what, I really don't like any of those scripts, I went ahead and gave you a little space for you to write your own. But I still recommend using a script. But you can go ahead and formulate your own words if you really feel uncomfortable with the ones I gave you. And people will give you objections, and you want to be prepared for that. So these go over some common objections that you may hear from people when you are scheduling your appointments, such as, I don't have time, or I don't know anyone, or I just bought some Clinique last night. And it gives you your response that you would say. So I think this is really key as far as helping you have a good start, because in the beginning, I had no idea what to say to that. If someone said they didn't have time, I was just like, oh, okay, well, thanks anyways. But there is something that you could say to that. So it gives you some great responses to overcome those objections. So you heard me talk about a program that we have that's exclusive to our Power organization called the Consistency Club. Well, there's another one called Power Player. And being a Power Player, again, instills consistency in your business and gives you what I like to call a track to run on. And it really gives you standards and benchmarks to hit that is going to provide you great successes with your business. And what a Power Player is, we have 3 categories. We have bronze, silver, and gold. A bronze Power Player is where you order $400 personal wholesale within a month. You see 15 faces, a minimum of 3 separate parties. So within those 15 faces, 3 of them have to be parties. And a party is where you have 3 or more women gathered together. That's what Mary Kay considers a party. So out of those 15 faces, you need to at least done 3 parties. 1 new personal recruit, $700 in retail sales, because of course you're not ordering product from the company unless you're selling it. So $700 in retail sales and 5 interviews. And when you complete 3 of those 5, so you don't have to complete all of those, then you're a bronze Power Player. So let's say you don't really want to grow your leadership team and you're not really interested in building a leadership team. Well, you can still be a bronze Power Player by selling the product. You can have $400 personal wholesale order, do $700 in retail sales, and see 15 faces with a minimum of 3 parties. And when you do that, again, you're a bronze Power Player without having to build a leadership team. So you have the option to build a leadership team and be a bronze Power Player, or not do that and still be a bronze Power Player. And then it just goes up from there. Silver, you have different things, benchmarks that you can hit, and you can see them there. And when you complete 4 out of those 5, then you're a silver bronze Power Player, and then there's gold. Now, for those of you who are looking at doing this business very part-time, the bronze Power Player is going to give you consistent profit that you're going to see with your business, where you're going to be bringing in on average about $400 to $500 per month as far as from the sales that you see from that. And then the profit will go up from there. And of course, if you're in leadership development, the profit goes up from there. But these programs set in place, again, to give you that consistency with your business. And I definitely noticed when I started consistently follow being a Power Player, that's when I saw real results with my business. And there's a couple of things listed on this sheet of some prizes that you can get when you are a Power Player, and those will be on our website because that changes month to month and quarter to quarter. So make sure that you look at our website, www.lisaspowerimage.com, to be able to see what are the current prizes that you can win for being a Power Player. And then there's a tracking sheet on the next page of how you can keep track of being a power player. Because tracking, again, is one of my things that I really had to work on, but it is something that's very important for your business, because you can keep track of it in your head, but I don't know how many times I came so close to being a power player and I missed it by one, maybe two faces or 1 point, because I didn't track. So you want to get in a good habit of keeping track of your power player. So this is a great sheet to make sure you keep track of that. And then you would turn this into me at the end of the month, and you'll get recognized in our newsletter, and you also will get recognized at Monday Night Live success meetings for being a power player. So it's definitely something that you always want to aim for and shoot for, even doing your business very part-time, is being a power player. The next page talks about another program that we have. So we just went over Consistency Club and being a power player. The other program that we have is called Operation Combustion, and this is something that I'm very, very excited about, because it helps you as far as growing your leadership team while also something fun. And even if you don't want to really have a big leadership team, I always say this opportunity is so great of why not share it with others. And in the beginning, I work a lot with people on your leadership team to help get them trained, but you get to reap all the benefits. So it's very nice. And how Operation Combustion works is we give away 2 coach handbags every single quarter. And when your person, your guest, or your client who has been entered into the coach handbag contest wins, you win a matching handbag too. Oh my goodness, you know I love prizes. So this is one of my favorite programs, and it's really simple how it works. They can enter into the drawing 4 different ways. One is they can have an interview or join a Pearls of Sharing call with me or Julie. They are on Thursday evenings at 8:30. And the call-in number is listed on another sheet that you'll see here in just a moment. So they can enter into the drawing that way. They can attend a guest event, such as Monday Night Live, when I was telling you that models can come out and have their facial and their makeover in one room while you're receiving the training. That counts as an entry when they come out to that. Or they can listen to National Sales Director Ari Hathaway's hotline, and the number is listed there, and they would give the password to you. They would text it to you, and then I'll follow up with them to enter it. And then if they become a new professional image consultant, they not only get 1 entry, but they get 5 entries. Oh my goodness. And it gives you some sample text there at the bottom of what you can text or email them, so you don't even have to worry about what to say. For example, the first text says, "I'm so excited. I just started Mary Kay, and my director has challenged me to have 25 people listen to a phone call. You will be entered to win a real coach purse. Will you help me out?" So that's the first text, and then it goes through the second and the third. So you don't even have to worry about what you need to say, and it has it there in Spanish also. So that is really great. So that's Operation Combustion, and then you'll have another page that you'll have access to where it's in a postcard form of the 3 ways of how they can get entered into the drawing. And I'll have those at Monday Night Live success meetings, and you can purchase them from me if you don't want to copy them yourself, or there's a file on my website that you can click on and copy them yourself if you want. And I'm all about prizes, again, as you heard me say, and jewelry. So I'm going to tell you about another way you can get some free things from me, where you can earn your Pearls of Sharing jewelry set. And it says earn your Pearls of Sharing set. And the first one is some earrings, and you share the Mary Kay company facts with 3 women, and you win your Pearls of Sharing earrings. Share it with 6 more. Share it with a total of 6 women, and you get the bracelet. And you add your first new qualified team member, and you get the necklace. So it's just, again, some great incentives that are in place for your success with your business. And it gives you a great sheet there that you would have some people fill out when you're talking to them about the Mary Kay business model. And then it talks about some avenues of income. So if you remember from the 7-Day Wonder Challenge I told you about, this is what you would read to the 5 ladies that you want to help you with that challenge. You would read them the Mary Kay avenues of income. And then you would have them fill out, have you ever pondered pink survey? And that's the very next thing that you'll see there. And you have them fill it out. There's actually 2 surveys on there, so they just fill out one of them. And then this is what you turn in to me as one of the challenges to earn that gorgeous pink ice ring. And when you're doing your first appointments, when you have your appointment booked, you want to make sure that you follow up with your guest and you get a guest list and you pre-profile them. And I'll tell you what pre-profiling means in a separate video, but this is a great sheet to be able to keep track of what guests are coming out to your party, and when you pre-profile them, the information that they give. At the top of the page it says Party with a Purpose Checklist. And then there's a last sheet that says there's power in the pearls, and this is how you keep track of the earrings, the necklace, and the bracelet I told you about. And that is the end of your power packet. So again, I'm so excited to work with you. I can't wait to see all the great things that you'll do with your Mary Kay business. Again, whether it's something that you have as a little extra money that you want to make, or whether you have huge dreams and you really want to be one of the top leaders within Mary Kay, I'm here to support you and cheer you on. So I look forward to sharing many great memories with you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye for now.